Welcome to Scentonomics, guys. Today we're going to be going over Bois D'Argent by Christian Dior. So this is one of the best fragrances from their La Collection Privee niche line. And Bois D'Argent in French basically means wooden or woody money. And so the nose behind this fragrance is Annick Menardo. And it came out in 2004, and it comes in 3 different sizes. So the 125 ml for $210, and the 250 ml for $300, and the 500 ml for $420 retail. So that's a brief introduction on Bois D'Argent, and with that, let's move on to the presentation. So for the presentation, although I don't have the box for this bottle, the box is white and cylindrical with some padding and protection on the inside, and it basically holds the bottle in place. And the bottle, excuse me, has a black magnetic cap. So there you go. And with the initials C and D at the top right there. Hopefully that's visible. So there you go. You got the C and D right there for Christian Dior. And basically it's a see-through clear bottle, obviously. And it has a nice little sticker right up there in the front where you can see it says Bois D'Argent and Christian Dior there. And, you know, there's nothing really at the bottom. And pretty much that's about it. The atomizer works pretty well. So hopefully that you can see that that's, you know, very powerful atomizer right there. And it has decent dispersion. So that's pretty much it for the presentation for Bois D'Argent, and with that, let's move on to the scent. So for the scent for Bois D'Argent, basically the top notes are juniper berries, cypress, and iris, and at the mid we have myrrh and patchouli, and at the base we have honey, vanilla, musk, amber, leather, resins, and some woodsy notes. So what do I get from this fragrance right here? I get a soft, woody scent with a powdery vibe at the top, and the myrrh and the honey bounce off each other really well, and the iris and patchouli are not like very overbearing, but you know, you can tell that they're there. At the base, I get the wonderful mixture of vanilla and musk and amber, which add a sense of like a little bit of sweetness to the scent, but it's balanced very well with the leather, the resins, and the woodsy notes. So while it may come off as a little bit feminine to some people, I feel that it's not too feminine because the base notes even it out. And I also feel that it's kind of a mark of a fairly balanced unisex scent, and basically it has all the makings of a very elegant and classy fragrance. So that's my take on the scent, and with that, let's move on to the rating. So for the rating, we start off with the uniqueness and distinction. I feel that this gets a 9 out of 10. I mean, it's a pretty unique fragrance, at least for my nose, and I haven't smelled anything pretty much like Bois D'Argent ever really in my life. I mean, I guess we can talk about all the other fragrances in the Dior Homme line, but I think, you know, a lot of those got it from this, or they're, you know, they're trying to, I guess, do the same thing, but this is still really, really special. So I feel like this is what the designer Homme line would smell like if those fragrances were toned down a little with regard to the iris. So again, I would not blind buy this, however. So if you want to try this, don't get this huge bottle right off the bat. Get a sample, see if you like it, all right? So get a sample or decant first, get well acquainted with it. It is an acquired taste, so, you know, see how it does on your skin. So anyway, moving on. For the performance and longevity, I give it a 10 out of 10. It lasts at least 10 hours on my skin, and that is more than I can ask for. For projection and sillage, 8 out of 10. This scent does not project like beast mode, but it does linger for a very, very long time, you know, 3 hours plus, and it's meant to give a soft projection anyway, and the idea is basically to draw people in, which that's basically what it does. For versatility, I give it a 10 out of 10. all, the bottles are pretty large in size when compared to the average, fragrance bottle size of 50 or 100 ml. So considering that, I'd say that this can be a very versatile fragrance. It can be worn in all 4 seasons. It can be worn dressed up or dressed down, formal and casual, and obviously it's a unisex fragrance anyway, right? And so moving on, you can be pulled off by a lady or a gentleman. However, I feel that since this is such a regal fragrance, the image I get is that of someone kind of like James Bond, like the scent he can wear in any scene of the movie throughout the movie. I think this would, is like James Bond basically. So that's my take on versatility, 10 out of 10. For the presentation, again, 10 out of 10. It's a simple yet classy presentation, as can be expected from all Dior bottles. And the atomizer has great dispersion. And basically, they went with the less is more for the presentation. And, it works for me. For compliments, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. And that's kind of where we run into a slight little issue. All right, this is where the scent takes a tiny hit. This fragrance is an acquired taste and takes a little getting used to. All right, I didn't even like it at first. So I wasn't a really big fan in the beginning and wondered why everyone spoke so highly of it. But after wearing it for some time, I realized that, you know what, this is a unique gem. And I haven't come across anyone that really dislikes it, but I haven't received compliments to the extent that I have with some of the other designers and some other niche fragrances out there. However, people that were able to smell did ask what I have on, and they did say that they liked how it smells. So yeah, you can, get some compliments with this, but it's not like you're gonna garner compliments left, right, and center. So for that, 7 out of 10 for the compliments. For the Scentonomic factor, I'm gonna go 8 out of 10. As with most things in life, you get what you pay for, right? So this fragrance will make a dent in almost anybody's wallet, but I say it's worth it. And the reason being is that the amount of juice you get for the quality of the fragrance is, 10 hours plus performance, I say is totally worth it. My advice would be to get it on a split or a decant if you don't want all the juice for yourself. If you get the 250 ml bottle and split it in half with another person, I think, for $150, if you get 125 ml of this stuff, that's great. And, that's kind of how I got this one right here. So again, for the Scentonomic factor, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. For the overall rating for Bois D'Argent, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. Bois D'Argent is a great fragrance that is almost perfect in nearly every aspect that actually does matter. It has a luxurious smell and an awesome performance, and it's not too daring, and it's just pleasant enough that can be pulled off by pretty much anyone for any occasion at any time of the year. So this scent is definitely worth the price tag, especially since you get more bang for your buck, right, the more you buy. So the 250 ml, I feel, is the best one to get if you could get it on a split, or, you could also get a decant. And if you really want, just get the whole thing for yourself, and, you won't have any regrets, basically. So that was my take on Bois D'Argent by Christian Dior from their Collection Privee. So again, let me know your thoughts. Comment down below and let me know what you think about Bois D'Argent. Have you tried this before? Would you like to? Let me know what you think. Let's get a conversation started. And also, please like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. And once again, thank you all for your support. This is Nabil signing off from Scentonomics, where every scent counts.